Now today we're going to discuss about the ancient Incans, the Incan Empire, down in South America 500 years ago. And the very strange rope knotted cords that have been found down there in some of the graves. And they have a base cord here with string going down and different knots in different areas. The knots can be from 1 knot to all the way up to 9 knots, slip knots. I believe they're slip knots. I'm not an expert on this. Now, as the Inca did everything else, a string is basically a very small section of rope. I mean, string is string until it becomes larger and larger and larger, and then it becomes rope. Now, we know that the Incas were master weavers. They used rope in a lot of their daily life to keep their bridges up, probably to carry things. I believe they used them to fit their rock walls, but that's another video. So we have to look at this through ancient Incan eyes. And scholars today cannot read them. And the reason they can't read them is because they're not looking at them through an ancient Incan perspective. Now picture yourself 500 years back. You have no electricity, no cell phone. You have no way of communicating with the far-flung pieces of your empire, unless you did it by runner or carrier pigeon, which is not in the evidence, or you could do it by Ouija board, but they didn't have any Ouija boards. So they had to have a standardized system that they could send information with. And of course, they used string. String was light, easy to carry. It could hold a lot of information if one knew how to read it. And I think I figured out how it works. Now, what I understand, well, from what I understand, is that the Quipu here is made up of mainly all the same size strings. Well, I was thinking, well, why not? I mean, this is a bigger string. Why not use one of these and one of these, or one of these and one of these diameter, and one of this larger diameter right here? Or, hell, this is off an old basketball net. But look at the diameter here. Why not use one of these instead of one of these to tell the difference? All of the main strings here are approximately the same size. They're different lengths, but they're approximately the same size. So I got to thinking about that. Now, a lot of scholars have said, well, if you have a 2 knot here and a 6 knot here and a 8 knot here and a 3 knot up here, that means 0.678 something, you know, for pi or something. Well, that's ridiculous. They could not write. They couldn't read. They didn't have paper. How in the hell did they learn a decimal system? They couldn't have. And even if they did, it wouldn't make any sense. Next video. You're going to be amazed. You will be absolutely amazed when you figure out how I figured out how the Incans used these Quipus. Because either I'm totally crazy or I'm a genius. It doesn't matter. I just like to solve mysteries.